Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tony from her Homestead Skills, and today's video is another thrift store purchase because I got something pretty exciting. I have obviously gone to the thrift shops more than one day in order to accumulate what I'm going to show you here today, but it's always best to have more than one or two items, so I wait till I have something substantial. Okay. First thing on the agenda is just another one of these milk crates, and this one I picked up for $2.99. Once again in good shape. Once again very useful for mason jars. So I'm going to just give this a good scrub down, and we'll be putting some empty mason jars in it. And speaking of mason jars, it would appear as though this thrift store haul is all about mason jars. First thing on the agenda is I did pick up one little weck jar. It does not have the rubber or the clips, but I do have some other weck jars, so I can use the clips from the other jars. And perhaps I can use a sealing ring from the Tatler lids. I think it's the same size. I think it'll fit. So anyway, these little weck jars are extremely expensive here. So when I did find this one, I decided to pick it up, and it was $2. And that's probably the most expensive mason jar that I bought in this lot here today. I also found another 2 pint jars in the blue color, and I am once again specialty ball jars. They're not Bernardin, they do say ball, and whenever the specialty jars are available in Canada, they're always ball jars. They don't really make Bernardin specialty jars. So anyway, 2 of these at 99 cents a piece, which is a bargain if you're going to buy them brand new and retail. So into my milk cart they go. Next on the agenda is, oh well, let's get away from the mason jars for a moment. I picked up a nice pastry rolling pin. Based on the fact that I have been making pies and tarts and things like of that nature, I thought it might be nice to have one of these solid wood, no handle, a little bit wider, hard wooden pastry roller. I've never had one of these, but I think that'll work nicely, and I picked this one up for about $3, so that was a good score. Once again, just needs a good wash and before I use it. Okay, back to the mason jars. Another awesome deal, which I was actually surprised to find, was 2 of these half-gallon size jars for $1.99 for 2, which is amazing. Normally they want, $3-4 just for one of these. And in order to buy half a dozen, they come in packs of 6 brand new, and a pack of 6 cost me over $20. Probably looking at about $22-23 plus tax on top of that. So at $1 a piece for these, I'm going to keep my eye out on them from now on. Now I have gone to a new thrift store where they seem to have really good prices on mason jars, and that's where I've been picking up most of my mason jars lately. And yeah, at that price, there's no way I can resist. So, and last but not least, what I've been keeping my eye out for, and finally got a nice collection of 4 of these old jars with the glass lids, the old crown jars, and I had actually managed to pick 4 of them up for $3.99, which is pretty awesome. So they're virtually $1 a piece for 4, and some of them have really nice clean rings on them as well. And only one of them has this very, very dark ring. Now this is an improved Corona jar. So I have 2 improved Coronas and 2 crown jars, and I believe the crown jars are both from, let's see, 1931 is this one. This other one is also 1931. And the improved Coronas, I don't know if they have a year. Can't really tell if they have a year marked on them, but they do say made in Canada and improved Corona. So these are probably a little bit later, but the glass lids seem to be the same on all 4 of them. So I finally have 7 of the quart size. Now that made me nervous. 7 of these quart size that I can use to test. I've been waiting till I got a few more. I only had 3. Now I have, well, I had 3 in 1 pint jar. Now I have 7 that I can use to actually test using these glass lids, which is something that I've never canned with. Obviously, I have canned with some Tattlers. I have run a test on Tattlers, and they turned out quite fine. But this is the older system with the glass lids, and I'm gonna just have to wash these really well and sterilize all of them. And I also picked up another box of the rings that I need for these jars, and that's the one value to buying these jars now, is that these rubber bands are still available for them through Canadian Tire. So there you see, I've got the rubber band on that. And these rubber bands are thick enough that they'll last more than the one-time use. And they're not expensive. They were less than $2 at Canadian Tire and $2.50 at Home Hardware. So not a bad deal at all. So there we go. That's a nice tight seal. So I'm just going to sterilize these jars and do a test video. I've been wanting to do that for a while now, and I have no idea what I'm going to can. I believe I'm going to try pressure canning. These things were not made for pressure canning. I think they were made for water bath canning, because I don't believe that pressure canning was available at the time that these jars were made. But they are heavy glass. I will sterilize them too and make sure, as I say, that there's no damage to them before I try to pressure can. And I think I'm going to do some beans, and that should let me know how well these things work, for one. And I've always liked the idea of the glass lids, simply because they are reusable over and over and over and over and over and over. I mean, these are, some of them are from 1931, so that makes them very old. And the only thing that was missing, of course, was the rubber band, but because the rubber band is still available, we can do this. So that is my exciting thrift store purchases for this week, and I am very excited to try to can with these now that I have enough of them. So we'll do that, and I'll film it, and you'll see for yourself how well or how badly. You know, once again, when you're not accustomed to them, how much you tighten them, how much you don't tighten them may make a difference, but it'll be my first time using them, so we'll see how well they work. Anyway, this is Tony from Her Homestead Skills. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll come back for the next one. Have a great day. Bye for now.